It's Alice King, your official Reddit baddie. I scroll through unhinged stories so you can sit back, relax a little, and enjoy the chaos. Today I messed up. My 20 female girlfriend of 2 years told me the music that I 25 male play during spicy time is weird and a major turnoff. I mean, there is one song specifically that pops into my mind right now. If you play that, that's super cringe. A little backstory. When I first started having spicy time, I researched into ways to be better, as I was a little stiff and pretty much had no idea what I was doing. That's all of us, basically, and everything we are just starting out. I really appreciate you took the effort to better yourself though. I read online that you can play music and match the rhythm in order to put on a better performance. I think if you want better performance, you need to have a conversation with your partner. Ask them what they like and explain them what you enjoy. 100% success rate. I searched love making songs and started slowly creating a playlist in which I was comfortable matching the rhythm. This is so sweet and so uncomfortable at the same time. There are a few songs to my playlist. However, there is one song in particular which actually happens to be my favorite that my girlfriend hates and says turns her off in a major way. I don't even want to try to guess which song it is. I don't understand why it has taken her 2 years to tell me she hates that song. It's a good love-making song with good rhythm.
So. Oh.
Probably because she didn't want it to hurt your feelings. You said it was your favorite song. She tolerated it for 2 years. She must really love you. I feel the way I messed up is I could have possibly asked her previously if she likes the playlist or any song she'd like to add/change. But to leave it for 2 years thinking our spicy life is great, but in her eyes has just been ruined by my music has left the whole situation feeling awkward and I'm a bit annoyed. To be fair, you both have pretty bad communication skills. At this point, there is no reason to point fingers at each other. You messed up with the playlist when you didn't ask her if she likes the songs, and she also did when she didn't tell you she didn't. But what's important, where are you go from here? Doesn't matter what happened in the past, how are you gonna fix it now? You guys definitely need to learn how to communicate with each other, especially if you plan to stay together. I pretty much played this tune every single time, so the amount of time she must have not been enjoying it when I thought the complete opposite is annoying, but also embarrassing in ways. Not to mention my previous partners. However, they never complained about the song, so maybe it's just her? No, it's both of you because you're not discussing things. It messed up the relationship, to be honest, because spicy time feels awkward now. The other day we were having spicy time with no music, but I was still thrusting to the tune playing in my head. She recognized this and asked me to stop.
That's full cringe, 100% cringe. I don't know what else to say.
I thought this song was perfect and I always thrust along with the tune and feel it gives me the perfect rhythm for doing the beat too. I usually bust to this song and find it devastating she hates the song. Honestly, this sounds you are like a one-trick pony. But relationship doesn't work like that. Not even spicy time. If there would be a rule book, everybody would follow it. The fact that she finally told you that she doesn't like the song and you still low-key using it, it makes me want to not to be on your side. I think I would also be annoyed, especially if you were so obvious that she could recognize it. Update. Today I messed up posting on Reddit about our spicy life with Seabat and now our relationship has ended. Okay, this exploded more than I expected. It has been a bit overwhelming with the messages but thought I'd give an update. The attention hasn't been exactly positive and this hasn't been the best thing to happen for my relationship and it's now sadly ended. I didn't expect it to blow up so much. I should have used an anonymous name instead of my real name and our real ages. Yeah, that's why people use throwaway accounts. There aren't many 25-year-old Tyler Lives who are in a relationship with their significant other for 2 years who is 20. And then you are just repeating it again. Unfortunately, her younger sister recognized this and showed her parents who wasn't happy at all and made the situation extremely awkward.
Oh my god.
Well, the little sister definitely didn't like you. The fact that she went to the parents instead of her is really telling. What made it more awkward and cemented the fact that it was me is that they recognized the song. Once at a family dinner, we were discussing music tastes, and my ex-girlfriend stated that I have an odd taste in music. I'm assuming you're not really good at picking up clues. How didn't you realize from that comment that she doesn't like that song to be on the playlist? Everyone laughed and pressed me to play something from my phone of what I like as music, to which I then blessed their ears with Seabed. Her father laughed and said it was terrible. I guess we all have different tastes. Although I nodded in agreement at the time, I was thinking in my head that this is a great freaking song. We are over now and I'm moving on. I already revealed my face on TikTok, but with the amount of hate I originally got, I decided to say I didn't have it and backtracked. You guys weren't a good match, you couldn't communicate with each other, and the relationship ended. There was no cheating or betrayal, so I don't think anyone deserves hate. Hopefully you learned from it and you will be a better partner next time. I don't think the song is that bad, and I had no idea she didn't like it until recently, and as soon as I did, I stopped. The main issue is that you didn't listen. She didn't tell straight to your face that she hated the song because she probably didn't want it to hurt your feelings. But when she said you have a weird taste in music, what do you think that means? I didn't force her Seabed. Not all can handle Seabed. I know it's different. I know a lot have asked for face reveal and playlist. My playlist I actually burn onto a CD and have been using my CD player. But I go on YouTube and try to link all the songs in one playlist and share.
No, thanks.
I also have my TikTok and playlist in my bio now. Most you probably seen me before I backtracked from the hate. Well, this was a weird one. I hope OP learned from the situation and became a better partner for someone else. I remember laughing so hard at this. Hearing the song and reading the post was too much for me. And then when I heard Reddit post on YouTube and this came up, LOL, to hear others reacting the same way and trying to get through the story was gold, LOL. Yeah, the song is an interesting choice for sure. One of my favorite Reddit moments ever. Honored to have witnessed this in real time. It's pretty good. I think the king of Reddit stories is still the poop knife. Last Friday, I put on some music with my lady for the first time, and the first thing she said entering the room, "This just makes me think of the Seabed guy. Your girlfriend is super cool." Anyway, let's move on. Today I messed up by dating a YouTuber who thought my humiliation was content. I have no idea who was that, but I hope they lost their platform. I am so sick and tired seeing these horrible human beings having these huge followings. Social media should be about creating these communities where people can feel welcomed and a place where they could belong. So I've been dating this guy for around a year now, and before anyone asks, yes, I knew he was a YouTuber when we met. He does those daily vlog style videos where literally every second of his life needs to be filmed. Breakfast, gym, driving, random conversation, all of it.
So boring.
At first, I honestly thought it was kind of funny and harmless, and most of the time he was respectful about not filming me too much if I didn't want to be on camera. I mean, that's just the bare minimum. Every time you see my cat on camera, it's because he came to me while I was filming, not because I forced him. There should be basic respect towards every living beings, or at least I thought he was. Yesterday we were driving out to spend the day together and he had the camera mounted on the dashboard like always, talking to it while driving, narrating everything we were doing like we were in some reality show. That doesn't really sound like he spent the day with you. He was working and you were there in the car with him. He should have a filming schedule. In that case, you could easily decide if you would want to be a part of it that day or not. After about an hour, I suddenly had to pee really badly and asked if we could stop somewhere. We were in the middle of nowhere, country roads, no stops, no petrol station, nothing. He laughed and said, "Just pull over and pee on the side of the road." I immediately said, "Absolutely not," because the thought of squatting next to a road while he sat there filming sounded mortifying. I hope that the next sentence is not going to be that he filmed you while you were peeing, because I swear to God, he kept insisting nobody was around and saying people do it all the time. Eventually, it got to a point where I genuinely couldn't hold it anymore, so when he pulled over near some trees, I gave in. I remember standing there already embarrassed out of my mind while he kept talking to the camera about how funny the situation was.
Not funny.
What is funny about peeing? Are you 40 years old? I asked him multiple times to stop filming and he kept saying, "Don't worry, I'm not filming anything, I'm just talking." Except every time I looked back, the camera was pointed directly at me.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I fail to understand how is humiliating your partner is funny. To me, that just shows what a piece of crap person he is. I was trying to hide behind the car door while squatting and he was literally laughing, narrating the whole thing like it was some comedy sketch. Then a car actually drove by and I panicked and stood up too quickly while trying to pull up my shorts back up and almost fell into a ditch beside the road. Yeah, that guy hates you. He completely lost it laughing while I was standing there feeling like the most humiliated person alive. I got back in the car furious and he kept saying, "Babe, calm down. It's funny. It's real life content. People love this stuff." No, we don't. Do you know who like that type of content? Monsters. I don't want to see people ridiculed or humiliated for no reason. And I'm pretty sure most people think the same way on this topic as I am, because most people have empathy. The whole drive after that was awkward as hell because he clearly thought I was overreacting and I just wanted to disappear. You shouldn't be with someone who thinks you're overreacting when you're expressing your feelings. I'm really sorry you have to go through that because this story is very messed up. Today was where everything somehow got even worse. He was editing the vlog on his computer while I was at his apartment and I noticed he had 2 export files on the desktop with almost identical names. One said censored and one didn't. The fact that he didn't immediately deleted the video after you got back into the car. Oh my god, that's insane. In that situation, I would have deleted it myself. Call me controlling, but you can have the type of content of me that I allow. I asked him what that meant, and after acting weird for a minute, he admitted he uploaded the normal censored version publicly, but put an uncensored version on his Patreon because according to him, people paying for exclusive content expect more real stuff.
No, je téléphone à la police at this point.
And do you know what he can expect? A lawsuit. This is basically like revenge porn and it's illegal. I honestly didn't even process what he was saying at first because I couldn't believe somebody I trusted would secretly upload a video of me peeing online behind my back. I asked him if he was serious and he just shrugged and said he blurred everything important in the normal upload, so it's not even a big deal. Do you know what's also not gonna be a big deal? When he's gonna get banned on all of his platforms. You have to get both the videos and get a lawyer as soon as possible. You also have to report him on the platforms he uses. He needs to be banned forever, everywhere, as soon as possible. When I asked how many people saw the uncensored one, he literally said, "Probably not enough to make it a big deal. Don't stress about it."
Shut up.
I genuinely felt sick hearing that. We ended up screaming at each other for over an hour. I told him he completely violated my trust and humiliated me for money and internet attention, and he kept acting like I was being dramatic because apparently content creators push boundaries all the time. Content creators who push boundaries like this should all be banned and deplatformed. The part that hurt the most was how little remorse he showed. He was more annoyed that I was angry than sorry for what he actually did. Eventually, I told him if he didn't delete it immediately, we were done, and instead of apologizing, he doubled down and said if I couldn't handle his lifestyle, maybe he shouldn't be together. So I left. I mean, you should have immediately broke up with him. He texted me later saying I blew up our relationship over one stupid video, but honestly, I think the relationship ended the second he decided making extra Patreon money mattered more than my dignity. The relationship ended when he decided to film you while you were peeing without your consent. The second he posted the content was the moment when you should have found a lawyer and sue him. Yes, it's that serious. I would look into legal action. He uploaded a video of you urinating without your consent and is profiting off of it. I think you might have some grounds to get it taken down or at least get compensated depending on where you live. Exactly, get a lawyer and sue him and report him on every platform he uses. Yeah, I'd look into legal action and report his account for posting that without your permission. It's insane that he thinks it's okay to do that to you. Hi, you should absolutely speak to the police. Literally, I'm pretty sure he's gonna behave like this with his next girlfriend too. Please come back and give us an update if you have have any. Today I messed up telling my dad about the Karen meme. My family loves to overshare. This lack of filter sometimes had the tendency to get people into trouble because not all the information is provided, even when it's meant harmlessly. My parents are a bit older, prime okay boomer age. I was talking to my dad the other day on the phone because his birthday dinner was a few days later. I asked how my mom was doing and he goes on to tell me a story how my mom and Aunt Karen were at the store and the cashier made a mistake. My aunt went off on the cashier and asked to see the manager.
I want to speak to your manager!
Well, maybe her aunt name is fitting. My mom was mortified and tried to calm her down, but she wasn't having it. I then mentioned to my dad that's such a Karen thing. He goes on to say, yeah, your aunt does that a lot. I tell him that's the funny part, the Karen meme is a real thing. It's when an entitled typically white woman gets angry at the smallest mistake and asks for the manager. That's literally the description of a Karen. My dad found this hilarious and I explained in more detail. I sent him a few links to sites explaining it online. He finds all of this hilarious and she even has the Karen hairstyle. This sends him down the Google image rabbit hole and the next few days he sends me random memes of Karens doing Karen stuff, adding, your aunt did this last week, or I think this one is about your aunt.
Love that!
Aw, your aunt made you guys bond again. This leads up to his birthday dinner with extended family. My dad's birthday dinner is going well. Everyone is having a good time, good food and drinks, etc. Suddenly, my aunt, sitting a few seats down from me, leans forward and loudly shouts down the table, hey, my name, what's this whole thing about making a meme about me? I respond, huh? She then tells my dad sent her all these memes about things she's done. He didn't give her the context that it's a generic meme from the internet and what it's about. Of course not. That's why it's funny. I would feel bad, but I don't because she's genuinely a Karen. Now my aunt thinks I made all these memes about her real life event. Just let her think that she's that important. At this point, the entire family thinks I created this meme on the internet about my aunt's antics in public. There is a back and forth discussion about it being really rude of me. She's pulling a Karen and starts chewing me out. Meanwhile, I am looking at my dad like, WTF, back me up here. My dad finally steps in to say that this is just a random viral internet thing and that I didn't make these up behind my aunt's back. Even after explaining, she's a bit irritated. I would be irritated too if I would found out I was a Karen. It is apparent she's embarrassed that she's so much like a Karen and couldn't tell the difference between the stories online and her own encounters.
That's awesome.
That was a good learning moment for her then. It's never too late in life to get better and be nicer with others. Well, you could argue she did speak to his manager, the dad. She couldn't tell the difference between the memes and her own life. That's amazing. I hope she had some kind of revelation after that. Well, as I said earlier, it's never too late. When you're so Karen, you think all the memes were made about you. Well, yeah, if you ask me, it's still kind of funny. I hope you enjoyed today's stories. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comment. Whether you agree or disagree or have your own story to share, I would love to hear from you. I reply to every single comment, so come join the conversation. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.